Hey y'all, it's Vintage Vinny and welcome to another antique store haul. Everything we're going to be looking at today came from one of the many local antique places that I have in my area. I was really excited because after we visited here, I took Amy over to two of the antique malls that we have here that she'd never been to before, and she was pleasantly surprised to see what was there. You guys will be seeing the stuff that I picked up in those places very, very soon. And yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So this was the very first item that I picked up. I apologize, I had my invoices, but for the life of me, I can't remember what I did with them. It's crazy down here. I'm sure once I clean up, I'll find them again. But yes, I paid $6 for this piece of glass. I don't know my glass patterns, nor do I know makers very well. I just really liked the color of this. It's got, I want to say it's Northwood, but I could be very wrong about that. It's got like dogwood flowers on the inside, but again, please tell me if I'm wrong because I just don't know. I thought it was a really good price at $6, and I will probably do a Google Lens search after this and see what it is, and then I'll insert it right here so you guys can see. But $6 was a good price. It's footed. I really liked that blue color. You guys know that's my favorite. So I said, what the heck? So this was only $8. It's I think it's the Virgin Mary. She's praying. I don't normally go for religious items. However, I looked at it in the shop and I said to myself, I think that might glow, and I was correct. So she glows, and she glows beautifully. I think she's made by Fenton glass, if I'm not mistaken. It is older Fenton because there is not a pressing for the Fenton mark on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Nope, there's no marking, and it's not even underneath the label. So I thought that was a very good piece. I'm not sure if I'll be offering that up or putting it on eBay. We will see what happens. So I found this Joseph Original Santa Claus music box. Never seen it before. I will tell you, I did pay up for this. I paid $18 for this piece. And this is a mall where you really have to buy on instinct because you cannot look anything up. The reception is absolutely horrible. So like I said, I have to buy on instinct. It was Joseph Original, so I went ahead and I took a shot in the dark, and I think I did pretty well. Other ones seem to sell for really good money that are like this. It does have the Joseph Original sticker on the back, and there are no cracks or chips or repairs to this piece that I can see, which is great. So that's going to definitely help increase the value. I think I'm going to list this for about maybe $80 to $85 on eBay and take offers from there. That's my strategy when it comes to eBay because I only do buy it nows. So what I usually like to do is I look up comps to see how much something is worth. If I see they're going for a decent amount, I will list it a little bit higher so that way I can negotiate. That's the way I do things. But I felt, after seeing what others go for, that I think I did a pretty good job at $18. For $5, I picked up a bag of these tags for Christmas gifts. And these are probably from the 1960s, just judging by the graphics on them. There are 4 of them in here. Christmas seals and gift tags, very groovy. So I will probably either try reselling these or I may split them up in friend mail packages because I know some people like to craft with these. So we will see what happens there. So now that we've taken a look at all of the bigger goods, let's go ahead and check out some small goods, shall we? So for $1.25, I picked up this 1995 Basic Fun Barbie keychain. I don't know if many of you all know or if you happen to be new to my channel, When I was little and was going to the flea markets and such with my dad, one of the things that I liked to pick up were keychains because they were relatively inexpensive. And, you know, when you're a kid and you have a $5 allowance, I could pick some of these up for like maybe 10 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, and get a whole bunch of good stuff. Now, over the years, I did thin out my collection, but anytime I find the basic fun ones new in the package, I pick them up when they're cheap because sometimes they can be worth some money. The basic fun keychains and some of the basic fun toys can be worth some money if you keep your eyes peeled for those. So I had to have that for $1.25. I'm not sure if I have her just yet, but I will look because I have my collection in my storage room. We will see what happens though. I might have her. So she was half off. In this one mall, there's a room where a bunch of dealers, I guess, either they leave things and the mall marks them down half off, or they just decide they don't want to keep it in their booth, so they throw it in there for 50%. Sometimes they get good things out of there, and sometimes it's basically just junk. But, you know, it's always fun to look because you just don't know. She was $1. On the back of her head here, it does say... it says Hillman, and it's got a number on it, and then it says Hong Kong on her back. It's one of those, oh, it's not thinner plastic, it's harder, like a thicker plastic. So I don't know who she is, but she's got the bubble cut hair, so she's very much the 1960s. Kind of reminds me of my Aunt Jackie or my grandmother. That's what they looked like in the 60s. So I'm not sure who she's supposed to be, or she could just be a Barbie clone. Who knows? Maybe I could just put her on eBay for $15. Or sell her to one of you all for a good price. We'll see. Now, these are something that I did pay up for. These were about $9 a piece. They are the Birthday Angels by Napco. But I rarely ever find St. Patrick's Day stuff around here, so I went ahead and got her. She's got her shamrocks. She's March Napco. And then this one, April is my birth month. So actually the very last day of April is my birthday. So I went ahead and got her. And she's great for Easter too. And the best part about these is they are intact, not broken whatsoever. So I had to have those when I saw them. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying some things for resale and they'll be paid for. Now, I do want to mention to you all that if you're new to my channel, of course, all of the things that I share in my videos are vintage. So I go to antique malls and thrift stores and such, and I buy things that are not necessarily vintage, and I sell that too. Like, my channel, I just like to show all the old stuff because that's the stuff that I really like. But I will buy pretty much anything and sell it, especially if I'm buying things like this for myself and I pay up a little bit. Because I'm supporting a small business and I'm making some money and it all works out and it's a win-win situation for everyone. So those were a really good find. Now to make sure I don't break them. Set them on the floor here. And then they'll be wrapped back up and put in my holiday boxes. So this Santa Claus here was only $4. I think he was supposed to go on a tree. And I think a light was supposed to go there. I just thought he was fun. He can go on the tree. I might make him an ornament and put him on my aluminum tree at one point. Now this is something I've never seen before, and I'll probably save him for Christmas time. I know this is probably not a politically correct word anymore, but it's like a hillbilly redneck knee hugger. He was about $10.95, so I took a shot in the dark with him as well because I've just never seen him before. I mean, would you all have picked him up for $11 because he was so unusual? I mean, I did. I think he's hilarious. I've never ever seen that. Okay. So, again, talking about items that I paid up for, I got this pixie here. He's holding a gift. He is marked Japan on the bottom of him, and he even has a tag right here that says Japan. I paid $10 for him, and again, because I bought items to resell, I felt that paying up was okay for this. Normally, I don't like to spend a lot on these guys, but like I said, when I'm buying things for resale and I'm going to be making money and paying for the things that I'm keeping, I'm perfectly fine with that. This is an item that's been at this mall forever. I've looked at it several times, and I just finally said, get it. So this vase was, or this little bud vase was only $2.95. Again, it's been sitting there a while. I've admired it every single time I've gone there. It's marked Germany on the bottom, so it has a little bit of age to it, but I really, really like it. I like the contrast of the green and the silver. Heck, this would be great for Christmas. But I just love that mid-century, like, you know, 50s, 60s look. I just love it. So I paid $6 for these. The one thing I was after, of course, was this Santa Claus here. This is a reproduction of like an old tobacco tin, I think. And it's an ornament. I'll probably just end up putting that in the donations. I just really wanted that Santa Claus rattle. So I just thought he was super, super cool. And the very last item I would like to share with you all today is probably my favorite piece from this shopping trip. And it happens to be this really awesome Gunsmoke lunchbox with not one, but 2 thermoses. Now the lunchbox has seen better days and it was well loved, but it's still in really good condition. I will go ahead and show you all the lunchbox after I show you the thermoses. So I paid $35 for both the lunchbox and the 2 thermoses. That is a deal, a steal of a deal at that, because usually the lunchboxes themselves go for a lot of money. I think this is from 1959, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I'm correct here. Columbia Broadcasting Studios, Inc., Aladdin Industries. I know it said 1959 on here somewhere. Maybe it didn't. I think it just said that online. But yeah, here's the back of the lunchbox. Very, very cool. Now it's got some dents and dings and paint loss, but the graphics on it are still fantastic. And I think Gunsmoke was one of the longest running westerns. I think it ran from, what, 1958 to 1972? If I'm not mistaken. We've got Marshall, Matt Dillon, we've got Kitty, and we've got Chester. So that's quite amazing. Let me go ahead and set down the tripod so I can show you guys the thermoses. Alright, so here's the first thermos. Again, really, really great graphics. I don't think that both of these went together. I think they were probably from separate lunch boxes, but they came together, I guess, when the person bought them, so they just sold them as one. So there's that one. One of them is marked. I just don't remember which one it is. I think it's the other thermos. I know it says 1959 somewhere. I know or maybe I'm just losing my mind. But again, fantastic graphics. They don't make stuff like this anymore. And heck, this was state-of-the-art technology back then. This kept your drinks cold and hot, depending on what you put in them. And here is the other one. This one just says Aladdin Industries. I know I saw 1959's. Oh, doy, I knew I wasn't going crazy. Right there. 1959 Columbia Broadcasting Systems. So the lunchbox is more than likely from 58, 59, maybe 1960. But just look at those graphics, man. They just don't make stuff like this. If you guys don't know, I do collect lunchboxes and I do collect the thermoses when I can get them cheap. $35 was a steal of a deal for these. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure and check me out on Instagram, the link to it is down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!